My name is Julie Donnelly. Since 1988, I've been a licensed massage therapist in New York and then in other states around the country. I've traveled a lot. I specialize in chronic joint pain and sports injuries. With meeting so many people all over the country, I've come to realize how much people are looking for answers and they're not finding them in the regular places. We're doing this series of DVDs, they're not finding them in the regular places. We decided to do this series of videos so that people could have an understanding of why muscles are causing pain and why it's being overlooked. Through the years, I've had forums. There's a forum on my one website, julestroh.com, and then there's another forum on my website, aboutcts.com. Plus, I've been the moderator of many other forums that are on the internet. My work with athletes led me to write a book called The Pain-Free Triathlete. And in The Pain-Free Triathlete, I have self-treatments on how to treat everything from headaches to plantar fasciitis, the bottom of your foot, and everything in between. The Pain-Free Triathlete eventually led to The Pain-Free Runner, which is more specific for runners. The triathlete book has a training program for novice triathletes, and the running book has a training program for runners. Both of them were written by an excellent Ironman triathlete. That eventually led to another self-treatment book called Treat Yourself to Pain-Free Living. Now, in Treat Yourself to Pain-Free Living, that was written in 2007, and then it was finally published in 2008. And it has all kinds of self-treatments where you can look at low back pain, knee pain, shoulders, TMJ, headaches, everything throughout the body. If you come onto my website, the julestroh.com or aboutcts.com, and post a message on the forum, and I'll work with you. We'll figure out which muscles are causing your problem and then how you can self-treat. The books, because of my work with athletes especially, they asked me to film one of the workshops that I was doing. So we did a film of the workshop, at the workshop, and we did a DVD for the upper body, the lower body, and also for the low back. And each one of these is what's in the book, except it's like you're having me come into your house and do a workshop right at your house. In 1997, I ended up, because of the type of work I do and that it is so deep, I ended up with a severe case of carpal tunnel in my left hand, and I couldn't take my hand from here to here, and I couldn't pick up a little DVD. My hands were totally numb, couldn't feel anything. That eventually led me into figuring out how to self-treat my own carpal tunnel situation. And then, because I teach people how they can self-treat, it also brought me into teaching people how to treat for carpal tunnel and trigger finger. And that led into another system that you can find on my website that includes a special tool, a DVD, a book, and a chart. And with all of these things, you can self-treat very successfully. I've worked with people all over the world. I know that you can treat yourself, and I know that muscles are the cause of an enormous amount of pain, and it's always overlooked, or very frequently overlooked. I hope that you'll join us on the various DVDs that we're putting onto the internet, and you'll find your problem and your answer. I look forward to meeting you on my forum. Thank you. Shin splints is a condition that's very common to runners, but it's also very common for a person who drives a lot. So let's talk about this. What happens in shin splints is there's a muscle that runs along the very front of your lower leg, like you have your shin bone, and just to the outside of the shin bone is the tibialis anterior. The tibialis anterior comes down, the tendon crosses your ankle and goes to the inside of your arch. When the muscle contracts, you pull your foot up and roll it out towards your pinky toe. If you're driving a car and you're pressing down on the gas pedal, well, the pressing down on the gas pedal is the muscle in the back of your leg. They're called gastrocnemius and soleus, and there's some other ones also. And they go into your heel. When they contract, you press down with your toe. But then when you're going from the gas to the brake, or you're just releasing pressure off of the gas pedal, that muscle is called, that's the tibialis anterior. So you're driving and you're doing this for a very long time. Anybody who drives cross-country truckers, salesmen, people who spend a lot of time in the car can frequently be having the pain of shin splints, and usually in the right leg because that's the leg you're driving with, unless you have standard shift, and then you can have it in your left leg as well. In order to treat it, all you need to do is flush down on the muscle, and in my books and DVDs I teach you to do that with your opposite heel. If you come to my forum on julestroh.com, you can post a question. I'll be more than happy to go into this with more detail, and you can also find the answer of how to do the self-treatments. I look forward to seeing you on my forum. Bye. I hope this short video has been helpful for you to understand why muscles may be causing your pain. I look forward to you visiting my website at julestroh.com. Thank you.